This program is brought to you by the American Dream Project, a national educational initiative designed to reignite the real American dream.
So here's the question. What is your dream? It's what your real dream is. What your soul is telling you is really important to you. I mean, the knee-jerk reaction when you ask people what their dreams are, I want people to love me. I want to be a rock star. I want to be famous. I want to be a rich hedonist, Hugh Hefner. They dream to be rich and famous. They want to be a rock star, an athlete, or an actor. Right? So do all of us really want to be rock stars, actors, retired hedonists? All of us, do we really want that? There's only about 3,000 people who are professional athletes, that is, that are good enough to get paid. There's probably about 2,000 actors that get a regular paycheck. So where does that leave the rest 6.5 billion of us? Out of work. Is that what we want to be, or is that what somebody told us we should be? It's not that we want to be rock stars, not that we want to be athletes or actors or even retired hedonists. It's what the culture says is cool. But whose life are we living? We live in the grip of the grid. The grid is the media industrial complex that permeates every day, every moment of our life. The media is always on. It's always around us, whether it's the internet, your television, your radio, whatever. And there are people giving you their opinions and spins and ideas, and they are telling you how to interpret events and what's important and who's good and who's bad and whatever it is. Now today we live in such a media-saturated world, it's hard to know where our opinion ends, our choice ends, and somebody else's opinion comes in. It's almost impossible, unless you take time away from that, to distinguish your own thinking from the opinions on the media industrial complex. And it's a dangerous complex, because what the media says is important and what you may think is important is probably pretty far away. Everybody is designed to succeed, and succeed in their own uniqueness. Now, most of us spend our lives trying to succeed like somebody else. You know, we all have these role models, and often they're composite role models, like I want to be as rich as Bill Gates, and you know, as handsome as Tom Cruise, and as athletic as LeBron James, or whatever it is. I mean, that's what I want to be. I want to be the best of everything. And it's nonsense. There's no one person is like that, including those people. But yet those are the idols that walk through our own minds. And that's a complete distraction. So let's go back to this thought. You were designed to succeed at exactly what you're supposed to do. You were designed to succeed at your dream. Once you know that, what that allows you to do is to find your dream by looking at your design. Well, what do I mean by design? It's basically the intersection of your talents and your traits. Now, talents are pretty easy to discover, it's just we don't value them. In other words, a source of understanding our talents is, what have you been complimented almost your whole life on? Are you organized, creative, helpful, kind? In my consulting practice, gosh, what I'd love to do is work with companies on a new strategy, a breakthrough strategy, something that would just absolutely make them unique, create meaning for the employees, revolutionize the industry. But I began to ask my clients, you know, what do you really value about me? You know, no one said, no one, not one said, oh, your strategic ideas. Gosh, it made me mad. Because it's hard and takes a lot of effort. You know, my clients would say to me, I just like talking to you. Talking to you makes me clear about what I really want. Well, that's no good. Anybody can talk. That's my value, is talking to me. You see, most of us don't know our talents because we think everybody is talented in the same way. We have no value for our own talent because it's easy to do. See, I guarantee you all have the same issue. What you're great at, what people love about you, what makes you unique, you totally have no value for. And as long as that's where you are, you will work so much harder than you need to, and your dream will be obscured. When you're doing what you're really designed to do, it has intrinsic joy. You just like doing it. You do it for free. You wouldn't have to be paid to do it. Often I ask the question this: if all compensation were equal, if everybody had to work, but everybody made the same amount of money, what would you choose to do? See, when we work with our talents, we feel energy. We feel at ease. We don't have to make much effort to get a big result. It seems like we're almost cheating. It's called effortless success. I don't have to put in much effort to get a big reward. Effort has the least association with success of all the factors that they've measured. Talent and interest is most associated with achievement. So we try to work really hard to acquire skills that we're not talented at, because that really seems like it's hard work and worthwhile. If you're working really hard at something and it's really hard, you probably ought to stop. Do something you're good at. Do something you enjoy. And with our talents, we have a constant desire for mastery. Nobody tells us that we have to get better. You're so excited about it, you're so interested in it, you're willing to dig, to research, to try, to fail, and keep trying. Because there's no stress when you're doing what you're really designed to do. The next clue is, what do you do that gives you energy? In other words, you gain energy. People have to beg you to stop doing it. Go to sleep, take a rest. They have to turn out the lights and shut the door and lock you out, or you just keep doing it. Some of us have hobbies like that, but a lot of us have parts of the things we do in work that we just love doing. There's a difference between a hobby and a calling. A calling is something that you're uniquely gifted at. In other words, the way that you paint is exquisite. The way that you surf is amazing. The way that you play golf is at least similar to Tiger Woods. If your talent and your desires come together, then that's your design.
The American Dream Project has one goal: to restore the real American dream. And we're offering the educational products and programs to help you reach that goal for yourself and change the future for all of us.
The American dream was never about just owning a home or a car. It's about using our personal freedom to pursue genuine happiness and lives of meaningful value.
Our Dream Package includes a DVD of the Reclaiming Your American Dream television program, as well as the book Your Dreams on Fire. Laid out in a simple, easy-to-read format, the book will inspire you to take control of your life and your destiny.
It's not that difficult to change. It's deciding to change that's hard. It's time to stand for something that matters.
You have something unique to offer. America needs your dream and needs you to share it with others. Order your Dream Package today and start taking your life to a whole new level. Your personal dream will ignite when you do something more than what you're doing right now. And our Promise Package will help you to unlock the power within you to stand for what really matters. This package includes the Reclaiming Your American Dream television program, the Dreams on Fire book, as well as 2 seminars on DVD. The What Is Your Promise seminar focuses on achieving a fulfilling career, whether you run a large organization or are just the CEO of your own life. The What Is Your Dream seminar will help you think differently about your dreams and will inspire you to make the changes that will lead to a better home, work, and personal life.
I most often find that changing 5% of your life will change 100% of the results. It's not that difficult to change. It's deciding to change that's hard. It's time to stand for something that matters.
Call now, and as a special bonus, you'll also receive free the 4-disc Ignite Your Future audio set. Order your Promise Package today and help shape an America we can all be proud of. Corporate, political, and religious scandal, layoffs, stagnant wages, a tidal wave of debt. What's happened to the American dream? All of us can imagine a better, more thriving economy, greater opportunity, and a standard of life we want to pass on to our children. But no one out there is going to solve our nation's problems. Changing America for the better starts with you. Bring your time, energy, and ideas. Join the American Dream Project and help shape an America we can all be proud of.
There are probably half, maybe that's generous, of people who really like their careers, a lot fewer that are really excited about those careers. But what they are is competent. They know how to do it. They make money. They've developed a lifestyle. Not in love with it. We find not too many people living their dreams who settle for staying in an area of competence. The trap with competence and excellence is this. Whoa, we live at a time where a lot of people have to make a decision about what they're going to do for a career while they're paying for their college. So accounting and lawyering and all that becomes very important. I've done a lot of work with accountants and lawyers. And I would say a major percentage, not over half, but a major percentage are 40-year-olds who are stuck with a 20-year-old decision, if you know what I mean. They're skilled at it. They're competent at it. They may even be excellent at it. But they're not turned on by it. Most of the executives that I work are in this zone. They're excellent at what they do or they wouldn't get there. And many of them aren't happy. Not really happy. Because there's a whole nother level. It's where your design and your desire meet. This is where our dream life really begins. Now you see these people filming in this room? This is really hard work. The reason it's hard work is there's so much equipment they lug around, and I've been watching them for several weeks do this. Tons of equipment. There's downtime, there's preparation time. Some of these fellows got up at 4 in the morning to be here. You know why they do this? Because they're great at it. And they love it. They were designed to do it. So do you think they have to be paid extra to do something really extraordinary? Not really. They just want an opportunity to produce something that's absolutely stunning. Because it's according to their design and their desire. It's what they were designed to achieve without a great deal of effort because they have some extraordinary, unique capability, and it's what they really love doing. So the question is, what is your design and what is your desire? If you find that, you will contribute in your life something called greatest total value. The greatest total value you can contribute to yourself and to others. How are you designed to interact with the world? Because that's your gift. To determine your design, these are the 3 questions you've got to answer. Who am I? What do I want? And why does it matter? To answer the who am I question takes a little thinking. We've got some help too. You know, I've looked at virtually every, and I've done so many assessments about who am I, you know, and most of them are really useless, I find. You know, it's interesting, it's kind of fun, like horoscopes. But if you go on the American Dream Project website, you can take an assessment. And this assessment has been created by Dr. Christopher Peterson at the University of Michigan. That is the most helpful assessment I'm aware of that will tell you about what your innate traits are. So how you look at the world. If you take their 220 questions, it's all free, you can find out what your enduring traits are. I really recommend the test. Very well researched. And all this research has boiled down to a few things. That there's 24 enduring traits that seem to be underneath all of us. What it does, it gives you insight to how you kind of approach life. Whether you're open-minded, whether you're filled with gratitude, whether you approach life through sort of a lens of competition or whatever. And it's a natural you. I mean, you can't avoid it. It's the unavoidable part of you. And just having that knowledge, I found in this particular test, has been very helpful. These are my 5. They're the big 5 for me. Everybody's got a big 5. This is the way you're oriented towards looking at the world. I can't help myself. So for instance, the first trait that I've got is gratitude. I am filled with gratitude no matter what, and I can't help myself. If I'm feeling healthy, I feel glad that I'm healthy. If I'm feeling sick, I'm feeling glad that I'm a place where I can be sick and not under threat. I have an appreciation for beauty. That means that when I went to the Louvre and I saw the Mona Lisa, I cried. I couldn't help myself, didn't want to cry. It's kind of nancy-pansy to cry. There's just something inside me that makes me that way. I'm optimistic, I'm hopeful, I'm spiritual. For some reason, I've always believed that existence was like a thread that went up to infinity, and this little part of life is just this much of the thread. It's not that I try to believe that, it's just that I do believe that there's something more going on. I can't help myself. And curious, I'm just always looking for more dots to connect. If the first thing about you is competitiveness, and that's really a trait, that's nothing to be ashamed of. Some people are just genetically competitive. At least that's what this research shows. But imagine the difference if the same person's primary trait is kindness and how they look at the world through a different lens. So getting some awareness of your traits is really helpful. If we think that we are our emotions, that we are our body, that we are our traumas, we will never find who we really are. The reason I know I'm not my body is my mother's 87 years old, and she talks about her body in the third person. This hand doesn't work so good. We know we're not our emotions because all of us have had an experience similar to this. Not too many years ago, my son, 15, nicknamed Fun Boy, had a problem keeping his room clean. When I say a problem keeping his room clean, I mean there was debris up to the side of his bed. I was worried about rats, vermin, and other animals. So there he is, standing before me in the kitchen. I can't believe how disgusting this is. It's a health hazard. Don't you have any respect for yourself or the rest of the family? When are you going to have self-control? Do you know what your whole life's... The phone rings. It's a colleague. Oh, Ron, don't worry. The presentation's going to be fine. No, it's totally prepared. It's totally great. Absolutely, we'll blow their mind. You little stinker. I can't believe, after all I've done for you, this is what you give. See? Well, who's that person who all of a sudden changed that emotional climate to talk on the phone? I'm more than my emotions. How about traumas? This is a fascinating story to me. Adolf Hitler was raised by a very abusive father, according to what we know. In fact, he reported that he was beaten every day until he was 12 years old, until he reached a point where he absolutely did not emotionally react to the beating. He became so self-alienated that he had no emotion. Walt Disney was raised by an abusive father. He was continually drunk, angry, and so abused his brothers that at the age of 12 and 14, his brothers ran away from home, never to come back. Hitler built Auschwitz. Disney built Disneyland. It is not what happens to us. It's our vision of what to do about it that determines the future. Start to think about what is the underlying character of this person inside. Here's a spooky question I ask people. What if you were born 200 years ago in colonial America? Who would you be? Who would you be if you were born in a ghetto, in very disadvantaged circumstances? Who would you be? Or if you were born in a mansion in New York City and your father's name was Donald Trump, who would you be? Can you imagine, no matter what religion you are now, if you were a different religion? Like, who would you be if you were a Muslim? Who would you be if you were a Jew, a Christian, a Hindu? Are you a Democrat or Republican, a conservative or a liberal? We are not our tribes. Even though we get a lot of identity from our tribes, that is not who we are. See, what I'm trying to get at is, what is your essence? You know, you express yourself in the 21st century kind of milieu, but to really get at who are you, if you took your same person and put you in a totally different context, who would you be? What would you desire to do? Now we're starting to get at your design and your desire.
For those of you who are clearly intent on discovering and living your dream life, our comprehensive roadmap package is for you. This package includes the Reclaiming Your American Dream television program, the Dreams on Fire book, as well as 2 seminars on DVD, plus the Personal Coach DVD and the complete Roadmap to Your Dream Life system. If you call now, as a special free bonus, you'll also receive the 4-disc Ignite Your Future audio set. The roadmap is a simple step-by-step process that will enable you to focus your design, your talents, your desires, and get you moving toward your unique dream. The 8 action guides will help you find answers to key questions in life, such as, how do I figure out my design? How do I identify my true desires and resolve competing ones? The Imagine Journal is written specifically to expand your thinking and ignite your imagination. The journal shows you how to evaluate opportunities and make the choices that will lead you to a life of greater happiness. The Personal Coach DVD is a fully searchable system covering 40 topics that address some of the most important questions of your life. It's like having a personal coach at your disposal anytime you need it. One of the great things about our roadmap package is that it gets to the core of what the American Dream Project is all about: giving.
If America is going to respond to the challenges that face us at every level, we've got to do something. That's why, with your help, the American Dream Project is going to put a complete set of its resource materials in every high school, community college, and university in America.
When you order our complete roadmap to your Dream Life package, you'll be donating the same program in your name to the high school, college, or university of your choice.
The students love the program. This emphasis on authenticity and values and passion. This program should go into every single university in this country.
Get on the road to your dream life and make a difference. Order your roadmap package today. Log on to AmericanDreamProject.org right now. Take the free Dream Life assessment. Discover your gifts, talents, and how the desires of your heart can change your world and re-energize the nation. Life satisfaction is rapidly declining in America. Many of us commute for hours to an unfulfilling job, work late, and arrive back home after dark too exhausted to have a real life.
People ask me, what am I supposed to do? My answer is, follow Thomas Jefferson's challenge. Pursue your greatest life. Follow your genuine dreams. Make decisions that will give you a life of meaning, a life you're proud of, a life that's personally fulfilling.
The educational resources offered by the American Dream Project are designed to revolutionize your quality of life so you can pursue real happiness. You'll learn how to identify your unique personal dream and then put it into action. Our Dream Package includes a DVD of the Reclaiming Your American Dream television program, as well as the book Your Dreams on Fire. Laid out in a simple, easy-to-read format, the book will inspire you to take control of your life and your destiny. Our Promise Package adds 2 powerful seminars on DVD, and as a special free bonus, the Ignite Your Future 4-disc audio set. The What is Your Promise seminar focuses on achieving a fulfilling career, whether you run a large organization or are just the CEO of your own life. The What is Your Dream seminar will help you think differently about your dreams and will inspire you to make the changes that will lead to a better home, work, and personal life. Once you can understand your design and begin to express it in the way you live your life, you'll create new solutions and see new opportunities.
It's really up to each one of us. When we are pursuing our lives in ways that bring us the happiness we long for, the entire energy of our culture will change.
The 21st century American Revolution is underway and we need you. Bring your time, energy, and ideas. Join the American Dream Project. Order your Promise Package today and help shape an America we can all be proud of.
Now, a lot of us think that maybe we're our achievement. We're our job, right? That's who we are. The first thing we ask in America, hi, I'm Will. What do you do for a living? Tell me who you are. But we know we're not our job or achievements because we changed jobs. And we know we're not our achievements because, well, they come and go. An example was several years ago, I was in Costa Rica on a surf trip. I just live up in Encinitas. I've surfed all my life, well, since I was 13. I took Fun Boy, you know, the kid with the bad room, on this trip. We went with another friend who, although as an adult, acted a lot like Fun Boy. The three of us were out in a beautiful part of southern Costa Rica on the Osa Peninsula at a break called Monte Palo. Monte Palo has these big right breakers that come in when these big southern storms come up the Gulf there. And we were out one morning. The waves are big overhead. It's kind of an uneven rock bottom. Very powerful waves, thunderous. And here I am in my late 40s, taking off on these big waves, heart in my throat, riding these, as I think my son calls, filthy pits. I was feeling great. I am a surfer. Laird beware. Right? Well, Fun Boy's little friend who came with us, Man Boy, this is the guy that's 40 that acts like a kid, said, after we got to the beach, said, I was great. Now I want to go up into the jungle. I've heard there's a waterfall up there and we can go swim in the waterfall. So there we go walking up the stream. We come, after about 40 minutes, this beautiful waterfall. It's just like a poster on a travel agency wall. So this water's coming down in this beautiful pool. You get in the pool, oh, and there I am, bonding with my son. Wow, not only am I a great surfer, I'm a great father! Yes! What an achievement. So Man Boy and Fun Boy disappear. You see, above the waterfall, it was about a 25-foot waterfall, there was a log, and they ran up to see what was up around the corner because they're just curious like that. And they just go running across this log around the corner, and pretty soon I hear this voice, Dad, Dad, come, you got to see this, you got to see this. Oh, I'm looking at that log. So I get slowly up out of the pool, walk around to this log, and there it is. It goes from about here to the back of the room, right over the waterfall. And of course I start thinking what any nerdy dad would think. Gosh, if I fall and break my leg, there's no helicopter to get me out. This would be a terrible way to end the trip. And I started getting all these thoughts about my inadequacy. Oh, so I say, okay. It's all a matter of focus. I mean, I've seen this stuff. I've read the books. I know what sports performance is all about. So I'm just going to walk. I'm going to focus one step at a time. So on the second step, oh! What happens? Well, the bark breaks away. Now I'm just freaking out, right? And the log's still on the ground. So I do what anybody who's willing to totally humiliate themselves does. I get down on all fours, and I start to crawl across the log. And right as I get about halfway across, I look up, and there is Fun Boy and Man Boy. Doubled over in laughter. I am forever a wimp of major catastrophic proportions. Well, just an hour before, I was Laird's competition. I was the surf stud of the universe. And an hour later, I am a disgusting Nancy-pansy. So am I my achievements? Well, if I am, I have no idea what that means. Maybe there is something more. See, what I'm suggesting is that underneath our achievements, underneath our tribes, underneath our traumas, there is something more. And we'll never discover what our dreams are until we discover what that something more is.
The American Dream Project has one goal: to restore the real American dream. And we're offering the educational products and programs to help you reach that goal for yourself and change the future for all of us.
The American dream was never about just owning a home or a car. It's about using our personal freedom to pursue genuine happiness and lives of meaningful value.
Our Dream Package includes a DVD of the Reclaiming Your American Dream television program, as well as the book Your Dreams on Fire. Laid out in a simple, easy-to-read format, the book will inspire you to take control of your life and your destiny.
It's not that difficult to change. It's deciding to change that's hard. It's time to stand for something that matters.
You have something unique to offer. America needs your dream and needs you to share it with others. Order your Dream Package today and start taking your life to a whole new level.